Dawson's Rambles.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here, and welcome to a little discussion video based on the recent Power Rangers news. I'll link to the video, but in case you didn't watch it, number one, how dare you? There was recent news that Jonathan Entwistle, who was going to be overseeing the Power Rangers movie, is now basically going to be overseeing the brand as a shared unit with the show and the movie, and it looks like we're heading towards a little bit of a soft reboot for Power Rangers in the future, and that has sparked discussion also based off of the rumored news from the last few months that Power Rangers will be splitting from Toei, meaning we will not be using Sentai footage in the traditional way. So does this news that we got about this new direction for Power Rangers mean that the Toei rumors are all but confirmed? I mean, as of this video, I can't say yes, because as of this video, nothing is confirmed. So I can't say definitively yes, that's what it means. But I can certainly see why it would lean that way. It sounds like they want to have more of a synergy between the show and the movies, and as of right now, we don't know exactly what that means, how connected they would be. Are they going to do multiple shows? You know, maybe one that is more connected, that's more broadly appealing. Maybe they're going to have one that's, you know, more for, like, specifically for the young kids that wouldn't be as connected. Maybe they'll all be connected. We don't know exactly what level of connectivity they're doing, but with the idea that they want this to be shared and have some level of connectivity, it does make more logical sense that you wouldn't have a Sentai adaptation. Unless, you know, you never know. Maybe they would take the Q Ranger suits and make a movie out of it, and then have that be on the TV. You never know. But I don't think that would happen. Now, that's probably going to happen because I just said that. But as of this recording, we don't know anything for sure. So I don't think it's off the table. Like I said, the Toei stuff is still a rumor. We don't know exactly what it means for the future of any using Sentai at all. You know, for all we know, maybe they could have, you know, the movie and an interconnected show that's all original stuff, and then they could adapt Sentai and just keep it like it is now, which is targeted at 2 to 6 year olds. Well, we don't know. So I just want to say, as of this video, I'm not going to rule out the possibility of us using Sentai in some way, shape, or form. You know, in the future, if we do split from Toei and, like, we've gone into the brand for years without any Sentai adaptations, this video is not going to age well. But I only wanted to say that because, like, right now it's a rumor and it's not good to 100% believe it, but it's also harmless to sort of just talk about it and theorize about it as if it were to happen. Like I said, a lot about this logically would make more sense if they were doing the Toei split, because they would have more creative control over it overall and be able to have more synergy with it, and they wouldn't have to worry about being a slave to Sentai or anything like that. And it does just make more logical sense for that to be the case, and it just kind of lends itself to that rumor, especially since that rumor came out recently, and we've just kind of gotten more and more news that's lent itself towards Hasbro wanting to take themselves in their own direction with this. And they also talked about that news, or I talked about that news, that they're going to be working on multiple different avenues. So there is a lot of news recently that certainly leans itself in that direction, and I could see it being a logical possibility for sure. In the video where I talked about the news, I did mention, I said, you know, this could go either way, like, depending on what you want. Like, you could read the article with one outcome in mind and have it lean towards that. And I was more so talking about live action versus animated. You know, I wasn't thinking as much about the idea of adapting Sentai. I was more so thinking about the format. So you could read it with the, like, animated lenses on or live action lenses on and read into it either way. Because, like, part of me would say, you know, oh, we would stick with live action and just do our own thing because it would easier connect to the movies. But if we did something animated, it could also connect to the movies, because it's not unheard of for big movies that are targeted at kids or even a wider audience to have a show on the air in between movies that's connected to it, that's animated. So it could go either way, and that's kind of what I meant by that, is that you could read into the format depending on it, not so much about the Sentai adaptation. But I guess the point of this video is, as of right now, we don't know for sure, but it certainly seems to be leaning that way. But in the meantime, I just want to encourage everyone to keep a level head and, you know, be open-minded about everything. But until next time, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell notifications for my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.